Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Vanessa of Servants Beats. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Please do not forget to take a moment to subscribe, like the video, click notification bell, share this video, leave a comment down in the comment section. And in today's tutorial, we're going to be making this lovely Grand Bambino beaded bag, which is inspired by Jaquemus, the Jaquemus Grand Bambino bag. Please make sure you watch the entire video to the end, and if you have any requests of any beaded bags you want me to make, send me a DM on my Instagram. The link is in the description box. Okay guys, so for our materials for this video, you're going to need crystal beads. So these are plastic crystal beads. You could have them in any color and in any shape. There are some that are rounded shape. These ones are the flat crystal beads, and these are size 8. And you're going to need your scissors and your fishing line. I am using a 0.70. You could use a 0.60 as well. So let's get started. Okay, now we are going to get started. So cut whatever fishing line you're comfortable working with, and you're going to start by picking up 4 beads. So string 4 beads on your fishing line like this, 3, 4, and you're going to cross with the 4th bead. That is going to give us our first circle of 4 or a cross. Okay, so this is what we want to have. So basically we're building a mat. So we're going to continue by picking 3 beads, 1 bead on the left fishing line, 1 bead on the right fishing line, then the 3rd bead we are going to cross with that 3rd bead. So I'm just going to pull it down, make sure that both ends of my fishing lines are equal, like this. So that is row number 2 of our mat right now. We're going to repeat the same procedure. Pick up 3 beads, 1 bead on the fishing line on your left, 1 bead on the fishing line on your right, and you're going to cross with the 3rd bead, like this. Okay, so you're going to do this until you have a total of 18. We need actually 19, but we are going to do 18 first, and we are going to turn with the 19th row. So right now we have 3 rows, so just continue building the mat to be long like this until we have 18 of that. Here we are. I have my 18. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. Like I said, we need 19. So you could do whatever size you want for this bag, but I'm going to say whatever you number you start with, it should be an even number. That's why I'm going for 19. You could do 21, you could do 17, yeah, you could do 23, however big you want it. Okay, so I'm just grabbing one end of my fishing line. I'm going to insert 3 beads into that fishing line. So insert 3 beads into that fishing line, then cross with the 3rd bead, and this is going to be our first turn, and it also completes our 19th row. Okay, so this is what we have now. With this fishing line on my right, which is the fishing line facing away from my work, I'm going to pick up 3 beads like this, and I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. Okay, so this is what we have right here. Then I'm going to start working my mat. So with the fishing line on my right, I'm going to insert it into the following bead, insert the fishing line into the following bead. Then with the fishing line on my left, I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. Please make sure you pull your work so that it's nice and firm. Try to pull as much as possible. And I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead again with the fishing line on my right, and the fishing line on my left is going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. Okay, so this is what I have. This is basically a 19 by 2 mat. So I'm going to keep building this mat until I get to the end, and I'm going to show you guys what to do next. So I've worked my row to the end. I'm just going to finish off, insert my fishing line into the following bead from the previous row like this, and then I'm going to pick up 2 beads with that same fishing line. I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. So this is going to help us to end our row and prepare us to start a new one. So this is what we have, and I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. And this is the start of row number 3 of our mat, and I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead, pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. So I'm just going to work the normal matting method. So I'm going to insert my fishing line down until I work like this, and then I am going to build a very long mat, and when I get there, I'm going to tell you guys how many rows I did and the measurement. Okay, so this is my complete mat. So this is 19, and the length that I finally did was 21. Okay, so this is 19 by 21. Remember, you can customize it any way you want. You can make it longer. Whatever you do, the length and the width of your mat is both of them are supposed to be an odd number. Okay, so you can definitely increase this if that's what you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my mat. Oh, let me give you the measurements like I said. So you can customize it any way you want, and if you're using a different bead, you know the size I did. So my total length is about 10 inches, and my total width is about 7 inches. Okay, so those are the measurements that I have. So I'm going to count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. I'm going to count 11 on each side, and as you can see, the beads that are left are 5, and the 5 is going to be our base. So you could do your base 3, or you could do your base, 5. Then if you've increased, say if you have more, you can increase your base. So you're basically going to customize any way you want. So this is my 11. I'm just going to fold it. I'm going to fold it like that. So I'm folding here, 1 2 3 4 5. I'm going to fold it again here. So this long mat already has both of our sides. Now we are going to start building our base, our corners. Okay, so this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So I'm going to grab a new fishing line, and I'm going to insert that fishing line into the very first bead of the side, then the first bead of the base. And now we are going to build the corners of our bag. I'm going to start by picking up 2 beads with the fishing line on my right, like this, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. So I've crossed like this. Let me turn my work this way. Okay, so I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead, and then I'm going to pick up, it's difficult doing that standing up, I'm going to pick up 2 beads again, and then I'm going to cross with the second bead. So I'm going to work all 5 rows of the base. So this is the third one. So that is the third row. Set my fishing line to the following bead. Pick up 2 beads, cross with the second bead. This is my 4th row of the base. Then the 5th row of the base. I'm going to set my fishing line to the 5th row of the base, then the 1st row of the side. Okay, and I'm just going to pick up 1 bead to cross. So this is what you're supposed to have. I'm going to keep working, insert my fishing line into the following bead. I'm going to pick up 2 beads with the same fishing line, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. Okay, so just like this. Then you insert your fishing line to the following bead again from the previous row, and then you pick up 2 beads, and then you cross with the second bead. So this is actually a 1 row repeat. I'm just going to keep doing this. Let me just finish up this row with you guys. Insert your fishing line to the following bead, pick up 2 beads, and cross with the second bead. Pick up 2 beads, and cross with the second bead. And in the last row, I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead and insert the next bead from the side. And then I'm just going to cross with 1 bead. So you're going to do this until you build your entire corner. So this is what we have. I'm going to do this until I have my entire corner full, right? Then I'm going to go ahead and build the other side, and I'm going to meet you guys back. Okay guys, so here we are. This is how our bag is looking like. I already built both sides. This is what we have. And for the measurements, we have the total height of our bag is 4 inches. Total length of our bag, 7 inches. And the side, about 2 inches. Okay, so those are the measurements for the bag. Now what we're going to do is we need to squeeze in the sides. So you're going to squeeze in this middle bead. We have 1 2 3 4 5 beads here. This middle bead here, we need to push it in like this. So we need to squeeze in the sides of our bag just like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab a no fishing line, and you're going to insert it into these beads here, So I've inserted my fishing line. I'm going to pick up one bead, then I'm going to go back down. You need a short fishing line, don't need something too long. I'm just going to go down like this. Pick up one bead and cross. Insert again. So we are going to have just two. I'm just going to cinch in 2 rows of our back. So I'm inserting the fishing line to the following bead. Insert it to the following bead on the other side as well. Then I'm going to pick up just one bead and I'm going to tie. And I'm going to tuck in my fishing line. So this is what it's supposed to look like. So I'm going to repeat the exact same thing on this other side. Then I'm going to get back to you. Okay guys, so this is what we have. I've cinched in both sides. And the next thing we're going to do is to build the lid of our bag. So I am going to skip the last beads on each side. And I'm going to work on the second bead. So I'm going to work on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm working on 17 beads. So I'm just going to work a normal matting method for a few rows. I'm going to go ahead and do the rows, then I'll let you guys know how many rows I did, okay? So I'm just going to start with the normal matting method of inserting my fishing line. I'm going to pick up 3 beads first and cross with the 3rd bead. So I'm basically just going to be extending this back. I've just built another mat and I'm going to meet you guys when I'm done and I'll let you know how many rows of the mat I did. Okay guys, so I'm done with the lid of our bag. I did a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. So this is what it's looking like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attach the magnetic lock for this bag. I have 2 videos up on my channel on how to attach magnetic locks, so I'm going to link them down in the description box. You can check them out, and after we're done attaching the magnetic locks, I'm going to meet you guys so that we can continue the bag. Okay guys, so I'm done attaching our magnetic lock. As you can see, so for the lock I attached on the 3rd row, so we count 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it's on the 3rd row here and it's on the middle bead, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's on the 9th bead. Okay, so the same thing here, I attached on the 4th row. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on the 4th row and still on the middle bead. Okay, so we have our magnetic lock in place. Now it's time for us to do the front flap. So you're going to count from the back, count your beads from the back, count 1. Make sure you're not counting on the lid because we had lesser beads for the lid. Remember, we had, I believe, 19 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We had 19 for the width of the bag, but we had 17 for the we had 19 for the width of the bag, but 17 for the lid. So we are going to count from the back where we had the 19. Okay, do not count from the lid. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to have 5 beads left, and we are going to start working with those 5 beads to make that front flap. Okay, so I'm just going to insert my fishing line basically into the 8th bead because we counted 7, and I'm simply going to work extra rows from there. I'm going to start by picking up 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. Like this. I'm going to work in the 2nd row. Pick up 2 beads. And I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. Remember, we are working on the very first row of the side of the bag itself. Okay. So I'm going to insert your bead into the 3rd row. Got 2 beads. Cross with the 2nd bead. So these are 3. Remember, we need to work 5. This is the 4th. For the 5th one, I'm simply going to insert my fishing line into the 5th bead. With that same fishing line, I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. So it's basically making a mat, okay? It's the same pattern as making a regular mat. So we're just going to continue building the mat from here. I'm going to pick up 3 beads. So it's supposed to be protruding like this, okay? So it's supposed to be protruding like this. Cross with the third bead. Then you're going to continue working your mat. So on each side, you're supposed to be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beads you haven't worked on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have 5 in the middle, okay? So you're just going to work it. I'm going to tell you how many rows I'm going to work. So I'm going to meet you in the clip when I'm done working the number of rows, okay? Okay guys, so this is our extra flap. So I did a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm about to complete in the 14th one. And from the 15th row, we are going to have a decrease, okay? So the 15 and 16 row, I beg your pardon, is going to have a decrease. So I'm just going to go backwards and cross into this previous bead right here. So what I want is both ends of my fishing line to be in this bead here. So I'm going to move my fishing line like this. Move it like this. Move it like that. Then the other line, I'm going to move it like this. As you can see, both ends of my fishing line are here. I'm going to pick up 3 beads. 2, 3. I'm going to cross with the third bead. Set my fishing line again. Pick up 2 beads. Cross with the second bead. And we are going to end here. So I'm going to prepare for another decrease. So I'm going to insert my fishing line right here. Pick up 2 beads. Instead of crossing with the second bead, I'm going to cross with this other crossing bead at the back, okay? Cross like this. And this is what we have. Set the fishing line there. Now I want our fishing line to come out from this one bead. This last middle bead here. Just like that. Then I'm going to pick up 2 beads. And instead of crossing, I'm just going to tie because at the end of this row. Okay, so this is what the flap is looking like. This is what our bag is looking like. Now you could do this flap to be as long as you want or as short as you want. It all depends on you. Remember, you can customize this bag in so many ways. Okay, so I'm going to tuck in all this excess fishing line and I'm going to meet you back. So you could leave the flap, by the way, you can leave the flap like this, or if you want a situation where when you open your bag the flap shouldn't fall off, you could attach all of these parts to the lid. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to attach just this down part to the lid of our bag. Okay, so I'm going to grab a very short fishing line and start counting. I'm just going to measure here. Okay, so I'm going to count this normal rows 1, 2, 3, 4. So on this 4th one, okay, I'm going to insert my fishing line there. So my fishing line right there. I'm going to pick up 1 bead. I'm going to line it up with the lid. So I'm lining up with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On this 6th row, the bead that is going upwards, I'm going to insert my fishing line to that bead right there. Okay. Then I'm just going to pick up 1 more bead and I'm going to tie it. So you could continue joining it if you want to attach it to the back, but I think attaching it here is just fine. Okay, so when you open the lid of your bag, it's not going to be falling off, right? So I'm going to repeat the same thing on this other side. Cut off all of this fishing line and I'm going to meet you guys back. Okay guys, so this is our bag. We have already attached both ends, so when you open the flap, it doesn't drop. So the next part we are going to do is the handle. So what you're going to do is, you're going to count the second bead of the lid, from the second bead of the lid, and you're simply going to insert your fishing line right here. So our lid, we're going to start by attaching it to the bag. So I'm going to pick up 3 beads. 1, 2, 2 beads. I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. Like this. And then I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead. Pick up 2 beads with this other fishing line. And cross with the 2nd bead. Okay. Then we are going to insert our fishing line into the following bead again. Now I'm going to pick up 2 beads, cross with the 2nd bead. I'm going to insert my line into the last bead. So this is like basically building a tube. But before we start extending the tube, we are going to build the attachment to the back first. Okay. And I'm going inside that first bead. Then I'm going to cross with 1 bead. So this is our first attachment. To finish off, I'm going to pick up 1 bead. I'm going to cross into this bead at the corner here. This very first bead that we had. I'm going to cross into that bead. Okay, so that's our first attachment. So we're going to have 2 attachments to the bag. Okay, I'm going to insert my fishing line again into the following bead. Hope you guys can see that. It's the following bead. And I'm going to pick up 2 beads. I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. And then I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead up here. I'm going to pick up 2 beads again. I'm going to cross it. And finally, I am going to insert my fishing line into this bead here. This bead here. I'm going to pick 1 bead and cross. And this is basically going to complete our attachment. Now we are going to build. Now we are going to form our extension of our handle. Okay, so when you have your 2 attachments to the bag, what you're going to do now is we are going to start working the handle that is going to be out of the bag, right? So I'm going to start by picking up 3 beads with this fishing line on my left. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. This, right? Insert our fishing line into the following bead. Pick up 2 beads. Cross with the 2nd bead. Insert our fishing line into this next bead. Pick up 2 beads again. Cross with the 2nd bead. Okay, so this is what we have. And now I'm going to pick up 1 bead with this fishing line on my right. I'm going to go into that very first bead of the row that we had when we started. And I'm going to pick up 1 bead and cross. Okay, so basically what we're doing now is building a tube handle, right? So we have our rings of 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 beads. So we want to start building our handle away from the back, like I said. So we're going to be building these rings. I'm going to insert a tutorial on how to build because this is a 4x4 beaded tube handle. I have separate tutorials on how to do that, so I'm going to link it down in the description box. But that's basically what I am going to be building. So I'm starting by picking up 3 beads, cross with the 3rd bead, insert my fishing line into the following bead. Remember, we're working on those 4 beads. And then I'm going to pick up 2 beads, cross with the 2nd bead, like this. Insert my fishing line into the following bead. Pick up 2 beads again. And cross. Then for the last of the rings of 4, I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead, into the very first bead that we had of the row. I'm going to pick up just 1 bead, and I'm going to cross. Then as you can see, she's moving away from the back. So I'm just going to repeat this. You can check out that tutorial. I'm just going to repeat this until I have a long enough handle. I'm going to tell you how many rows I ended up doing, okay? So we're going to build our handle like this, then we're going to attach it here. So I'm going to meet you guys back. Okay guys, so I'm done with the handle of my bag. So this is how it looks like before I attach. So you could definitely make yours longer if you want. If you want it longer, you can do that. But for the handle, so I have 2 attached to the back. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, which is, let me say, suspending. So this is how it's going to look like. So I have 17 suspending, so in total this is 19, and I need to have another 2 attached here, so that is going to be 21 for the handle in total. Okay, so I'm here. If you take note, I have allowed my string to be on the top bead. So this is the top part of the bead of the handle. Okay, so my string is coming out of the top bead. Now I'm just going to do a mat. I'm just going to put 1 bead in the fishing line on my left, 1 bead in the fishing line on my right. Then I'm going to cross with 1 bead like this. I'm going to repeat it again. 1 bead with a fishing line on my left, 1 bead with a fishing line on my right, and then I am going to cross with 1 bead. Okay, so this is what we have. So I have this extra mat that I've just made here, right? So now I'm going to attach it to the handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 1 bead, insert it into this fishing line, then repeat what I did on this other side. So I'm going to find the bead, the middle part. Let me zoom in. So this is the middle bead right here. I'm going to insert my fishing line into that middle bead, right? And I'm going to pick up 1 bead again, and I'm going to cross. So basically these 2 rows that I've added here, we are going to attach those 2 rows to our bag. And this is how it's supposed to look like. This is how it's supposed to look. Now I'm going to continue. I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead here, and into the, so we are still working on that very first circle of 4. Like I said, we added 2, so I still work on that circle of 4. So I've inserted my fishing line into both the handle and the lid of our bag. So I'm going to pick up 1 bead again, and I'm going to cross. Okay, I'm just going to cross that like this. Then I'm going to insert it into this bead here, and I'm going to find the corresponding bead on the handle. So you just need to match up the beads on the handle and the ones on the lid, and you pick up 1 bead to join. Okay, so I'm just going to pick up 1 bead, and I'm going to cross. So I don't know if you can tell, but I've already attached 1 end. This is 1 end which has been attached, so we are left with 1 end which we need to attach. So I'm going to insert my fishing line into this bead here. We'll have 1 circle, 1 circle of 4, the last one, because we did 2 extra. If you can't see, just know that when you're working your bag, you're going to understand when you reach this place on how to properly attach this. So you're going to repeat the exact same thing here. Pick up 1 bead and cross. Go into its corresponding bead on this side, on the lid, and this one's on corresponding bead on the handle. Okay, make sure you're still pulling your work because we want it nice and firm. Pick up 1 bead and cross it. Okay, in here I'm just going to move both my fishing lines so that they meet, and I'm going to tie. Tied it, and this is how it looks like, right? You guys can see my bag is well attached. So I'm just going to cut off all the excess fishing line, and I'm going to meet you guys back. Okay guys, so this is our complete bag. That's our complete bag right here, as you can see. And as always, let's do our phone test. Let's try our phone test, and boom, our phone is in. Okay, so you can definitely make her bigger. I think mine is like the smaller size of the Grand Bambino, but you can make her bigger, you can make her smaller, you can do whatever size you want. You can do the Petit Bambino, whatever it's called. I just attached our my brand tag on the back, so this is what it's looking like. Now you could definitely add a longer handle. You could add a longer handle. You could use these rings, lobster clasp, a chain to make your own back handle, or you can make it out of beads. You can make it as long as you want. That depends on you. Okay, so this is it. That's our complete bag. Nice and cute. I think she's somewhere in between the Grand Bambino and the Petit Bambino. Okay, so yeah, complete measurements. So I haven't given you guys that. So for my flap, let's say this extra flap that I added here, the extra flap is 6 inches. This extra flap is 6 inches. The entire lid is 3.5 inches. The length of the lid, 6.25 inch. What else haven't I given you guys? The handle. Do I need to do that for the handle? The handle, the one attached to the bag and around and attached to the bag, is a total of 8 inches. Okay, so I hope you've taken those numbers down in case you want to do yours with a similar measurements, and you have different beads. Like I said, if you have those roundish like crystal beads, you could do that. You could use it to do this. Or if you have mine are the flat crystal beads, plastic crystal beads, or you can use whatever bead you want. Okay, I want to see you guys design, so make sure you send it to me on Instagram when you've done it. Okay, when you've done it. So this is it. I think I love the bag so much. So if you want to add those extra handles, go ahead and do that. But now I'm going to show you guys the entire montage of the bag. Okay guys, so that is basically it for this tutorial. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your comments. Please share this video to someone who you think it might help. If you have any requests, DM me on my Instagram. And yeah, so I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section, because I really want to hear your comments on this bag. And so that is basically everything. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out all my other videos. I have trendy beaded bag tutorials up on this channel, all the newest beaded bags, so make sure you check it out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.